to endangered species on the continent as the demand for ivory continues to rise. The intercepted 7,421 kgs wildlife products. Ivory consists of 6,616.45 kilograms, which implies its vulnerability to poachers.
Over time, we have also been confiscating a lot of ivory. Now, using the DNA technique, we've been able to ascertain that some of this ivory actually comes from other countries. Most of it comes from other countries.
Uganda Wildlife Authority is in possession of 20 million tons of ivory, pending government guidance on disposal.
So the disposal of these items is still being discussed at higher levels of cabinet. We will be guided by cabinet on how best we need to dispose of these items. In the meantime, we will keep them inventoried.
The operation to confiscate these items started in 2018. URA Customs Department was charged with the responsibility of seizure and subsequent storage.
The establishment of this unit, in addition to other seizures, we have had 8 successful interventions in this area of protecting endangered species over a period of 4 years, from 2018 to 2021.
Among the items intercepted include ivory, 6,616.45 kilograms, pangolin scales, 766.35 kilograms, hippo teeth, 11.1 kilograms, python skins, 3 kilograms, lion skin, 1 kilogram, lion jaws, 2 kilograms, buffalo horns, 20 kilograms, and a python head.
Looking forward to our involvement as key stakeholders in the final disposal of these items so that they do not get back to the very hands we seized them from. We normally see these things, you destroy, then again you meet them. Hopefully we will also be involved in that process of disposal.
The achievement of this operation is attributed to the deployed modern cargo scanners on the major border points of Malaba, Mutukula, Mirama, Elego, and Katuna. Abdul Nasir Lubwama, UBC News.
On to other details, Mandela Secondary School in Hoima has expelled 87 students for allegedly participating in violence acts that left the school counting losses of over 300 million shillings. Now, the decision to expel the students was communicated to their parents during a Parent-Teacher Association PTA meeting held at the school in Hoima West City Division by the school director, Dr. Lawrence Bategeka. Details in this report.
The very fact that we had a lot of damage.
According to Bategeka, the 87 students from S4, S5 and S6 are the ones who planned and spearheaded a violent strike at the school on July 14th this year, leaving massive destruction to the school property worth millions of shillings. Bategeka says of the 87 expelled students, 55 are in candidate classes and had registered to write their exams this year from the school.
That we had a lot of damage, we felt it necessary that all boys here should make a contribution. So a contribution. And the majority of boys, numbering about 1,000, shall return school upon payment of 50,000 shillings and 1 bag of cement. Everybody will pay something. Majority of them will return to school.
Dr. Bategeka emphasized that even during the exams, the students will be commuting from their homes and security will be heightened during the November-December examination period. Parents welcomed the decision taken by the school administration to expel the ringleaders of the strike, saying if they were allowed to come back, they could cause more havoc, but have, however, tasked the administration to find the root cause of the violence.
They can't go home. In many schools, those ringleaders are always expelled. So that one is not a new thing. It is not a new thing. It is okay.
We are not here to blame the management. We are not blaming anybody. But let us know at the root cause. Precisely. Most of the schools, when you have such kind of issues, Your teachers sit in a room, plus the management. You brainstorm.
You may find that even in the staff, there is something looming, the staff members, in terms of payment, in terms of misconduct by some teachers before these young girls. That one can also escalate the problem. But there must be something to be done by government, not only by the stakeholders or the owners of the schools, but even government must lay down some intelligence network to crack down this vice.
The Vice Chairperson PTA, Sane Bitehe, has advised parents to talk to their children, but they are too immoral.
The parents have approached me saying that if the strike was on the side of the boys, why is it also the girls who are sent away? It's because we felt the girls were not very safe. It being the boys kept on saying we are also going to attack the girls' wing. Also discovered that our girls are not well displayed. It surprised me greatly to see the director talking to the girls on the assembly, and then at some point the girls began throwing up paper and books, pieces of paper, throwing them up. To me it was a shock. I had never seen such, and I felt the girls were disrespectful to our
Security and the school management on the 14th of July 2022 resolved to close the school after students staged a violent strike alleging that they were being fed poorly, confiscation of their mobile phones, among other allegations. The younger students went on a rampage and demolished a perimeter wall of the school and also shattered the glass panes in their dormitories and classrooms.
The government of France has pledged more support towards improved welfare and livelihood of refugees in southwestern Uganda. French ambassador to Uganda, Jules Ahmed, made this commitment during his inspection of farming French-funded projects at Nashivale Refuge Settlement in Isingiro district. The €300,000 project, which was implemented by Action Against Hunger, ended on July 31st, 2022, with a call for its extension.
To talk to the people, but going back then, yeah.
So we are very thankful to the French government and His Excellency the Ambassador for the support. During this trip also, we have had the opportunity to hear new challenges related to environmental degradation and the need to plant trees, promote agroforestry. We've also had challenges related to climate change and frequent droughts and short rains, which are making it difficult for farmers to be able to produce food, especially refugees.
Vous avez pas chargé la batterie, vous?
Ah si, mais j'ai pris tellement de photos que...
Mais vous n'avez pas de batterie de recharge? It is not the last step. Of course, to be able to implement with Action Against Hunger this kind of program during 3 years, we need to work on what we call the programmation. We need to work on a strong program to request a fund from our capital, from France, what we did these last 3 years. Of course, if I came here today to see by myself what the beneficiaries are doing with you, it's not just to say, okay, I'm happy, hello, goodbye.
livelihood initiatives are going on. They are happening in the refugee settlement, but in terms of sustainability, in terms of really to see the impact and graduation of these refugees from these livelihood projects, to make sure that, okay, this percentage of refugees are better off and they can sustain themselves. We don't have yet this kind of livelihood projects for our settlements.
In more updates, leaders in Kanungu district have appealed to the government to put coffee and tea out of the parish, a development model. Speaking during an engagement with agriculture extension workers at Farmers Lounge, the LT5 chairman, Arinatwe Sam Kajojo, said, coffee and tea require a lot of money to cultivate and take long to grow, yet funds for PDM are evolving. Details in this report.
Leaders in Kanungu district have engaged with agriculture extension workers to lay strategies on how to improve production. The chairperson Kanungu, Engineer Arinaitwe Sam Kajojo, said the main crops grown in the district, like coffee and tea, need a lot of money to cultivate, and they take long to grow. Engineer Arinaitwe emphasized that the Parish Development Model Funds is a revolving fund meant for poor people, and it is hard for a poor person to manage since coffee and tea growers were never considered under the PDM arrangements.
It's practically not possible at all. How can a poor person engage in tea? You cannot make tea as a crop for the poor. How many years does tea take to start getting money from the tea? 3 years, and how much money do you need to put in? Parish development model, there is no poor person that can manage coffee. 1 hectare of coffee, which is 2.4 acres, you need a consistent cost of 2.5 million per year.
The district agriculture officer expressed the need for government to support the youth by engaging them into farming in order to increase productivity.
We had the zoning strategy. Because they Chinabad what for potatoes, but it has been really, it is being avoided. People are planting half-heartedly. So let's go back to our zoning strategy. We know Irish potato is for the highlands, rice is for the other people.
It's a demonstration is ahagombora kiza kuyamba abahingi n'umuhingisa kureba ngo yabegesezaho kandi abahingi cyaborobera kure kushyikirwa kankahe amusurugo ningashi yabegiye y'amatungo kugira ngo bashyika kwegeraho in terms of transport.
Kanungu is among the districts that grow coffee and tea on a large scale, with 5 tea factories and over 20 coffee factories.
The State Minister for Water and Environment, Aisha Sechindi, has advised local leaders to sensitize people to give free land to allow smooth government developments of extending services to the people. The minister was presiding over at the signing of 5 contracts to boost water supply in the districts of Gulu, Chankwanzi, Kalungu, Bushenyi, Isingiro, estimated to cost over 300 billion shillings. Details in this report.
The National Water and Sewerage Corporation has signed 5 contracts to boost water supply with stakeholders as a measure to extend clean water to people. This is part of the implementation process of a wide range of water and sanitation infrastructure development projects in 263 towns across the country. Presiding over the signing event, the State Minister for Water and Environment, Aisha Sechindi, asserts that the ministry targets to increase access to clean water from 70 to 100% in urban centers by 2025.
Increase access to clean and safe water in rural areas from 70% to 85%, and in urban areas from 74% to 100% by 30th June 2025.
Minister Sechindi also appealed to leaders to reach out to the people to support the project and avoid creating limitations that may delay this Watson project.
If you want this service to come to you, you have also to give your land freely. So there is no problem with that person who is going to, the contractor who is going to do this service in Kalungu. No one is going to demand for compensation. The problem of compensating people puts our projects at stall.
The Managing Director, National Water and Sewerage Corporation, advises the contractors to work while respecting environment conservation and prioritize to employ local people.
Please implement these projects within cost. And also, people orientation is very, very important. Honorable Minister, when you're implementing this project, be mindful that you are putting a project where there are people, and you are also putting a project to serve people. So that is very important, and especially where we're going to put these projects, let's make sure that the local people there somehow benefit.
Some local leaders in the districts earmarked to benefit from the project pledged total support and cooperation with the contractors.
For us as a district, we have a municipality and many town councils, and I want to thank the minister responsible for water for gazetting some of our rural sub-counties to be part of National Water and Sewage Corporation.
You see water running from morning to morning, and you can't even be in position to access it because the other end it goes into Tanzania. Once you go around, either you go with your cows or with anything, automatically you can't come back. But today, you're going to have water in our compound.
This project is funded by the government of Uganda and is estimated to cost 300 billion shillings, targeting to supply the population in the 5 districts of Gulu, Chankwanzi, Kalungu, Bushenyi, and Isingiro with clean water. Brian Tumwinebiaruhanga, Andrew Sebira, UBC News.
In more details, Karamoja district is to receive over 20 tons of assorted food items under the bucket project initiated by the founder of Miracle Cathedral Churches, Pastor Robert Kayanja, to help address the challenge of hunger that hit the district recently. This was revealed by Kayanja as he flagged off the items last night.
Recently, Karamoja district in the northeastern region of Uganda was hit by famine and hunger among other challenges, attributed to longer dry spells and the changes in climate that greatly affected crop production and pastoral activities. It's for this reason that government and concerned organizations and individuals started campaigns of running to the rescue of Karamojong people. The senior pastor at Miracle Center Cathedral Church, also patron of all Miracle Center churches, Pastor Robert Kayanja, has also joined the campaign, donating over 20 tons of nutritional food items to Karamoja.
Deliver this food to everywhere it's needed, and that takes time. Then by the time they come, we may have raised money. So our appeal to all Ugandans is to send in the money, and we send them something which they cannot easily get.
The mixture contained wheat flour, oats, sugar, maize flour, powdered milk, among others, to which he says will improve their body immunities.
Gitumye erinnya Elijah's meal. Kubanga Eliya bwe yali ng'asiibye ennaku eziwera ng'afiira mu mpuku Katonda n'amuggyayo. Ekintu kye yamuwa akatta bwe kati nga kawoomerera kalyanga keeke. Kati bw'oteekamu sukaali oyo n'omutabula n'abeeramu, kakati n'olyoka oyongeramu omuceere nagwo twagufudde ng'akawunga. Ky'oba oteeramu omuceere guno gukuyamba okukola starch and carbohydrates, oba oyongera ku level of carbohydrates.
Kayanja explains about the campaign started by his church and pledged to continue running to the aid of those in need.
Done the bucket project before. We did it in Kasokoso, we did it in Mulago, we did it in South Sudan. We delivered food, but here in Uganda we chose to call it the bucket project, and which we did it in COVID-19. And now we realize we thought we'll never do it again in Uganda. But
I'm Ivan Juko for UBC News.
Now, on to other details before we get into a commercial break. Spring Laboratories have opened a new testing facility in Chibuli to provide Ugandans with cutting edge to meet the growing demand for fast and affordable medical testing. The medical tests to be offered include PCR, STI panels, pneumonia PCR tests, HAMPS simplex virus PCRs, as well as cancer tumor makers and many others.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially open for business. Let's go.
Partners and collaborations and people working with us and seeking our services and also seeking to partner with us. You know, we have funds, we can invest. AID Genomics is just one of our holding companies. We have many companies and many investments.
And this enables people to do self-testing wherever they will be. They don't need to keep in line. They don't need people to do the testing. They can go to the instrument. We can put it in the airport, for example.
And the technology we have, we are going to bridge a gap that has been existing in this country
a gap of self-testing, for example. You don't have to have somebody ask you questions here and there. You can do it yourself. Thereafter, we can also do whatever we are doing in record time, in real time. While other tests may take days, others hours, for us, we do it in record time of 1 hour.
For us, we welcome them because then they add another option to people who want to get tests, not only for COVID, but for the entire spectrum of the diseases we test for. They do tests relating to HIV care. They do tests relating to liver care, what we call the liver function tests. And I also have to say that unfortunately during the course of our work as the HMU, we find there are some labs that are not licensed to carry out these tests. There are some labs out there with the quack healthcare workers who sometimes give results without actually testing the person. But for you as a patient, you may not know. They bring for you printed lab results, yet actually they did not do the test. So when we have people like this coming on board with the qualified staff, with state-of-the-art equipment and the technologies which are latest, it gives our patients and the population another option to actually get tested before they are vigilant, to check and see that the place you're seeking healthcare services from carries a license, and these licenses are required by law to be displayed so that you can get a license.
More issues of national importance from the world of business shortly after these messages.
Ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly, or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
Children are a special gift, one we must protect and nurture with care. Ensuring your child has a birth certificate opens doors for them that would otherwise be hard to access, such as immunization, school admission, or simply proving their age and belonging. Let us do our duty as parents and guardians by registering our children and getting them birth certificates. For more information, visit the NERA office closest to you or call the toll-free number 0800-211-700. This message is brought to you by NERA.
Enjoy more GBs for the same price on Airtel. Shareable using to Gabonais. We have increased GBs across all your favorite packs. Now, 4 GB is at 10,000 shillings and 10.5 GB at 22,500 shillings, all valid for a week. For the heavy data users, enjoy 24 GB at 50,000 shillings and 50 GB at 100,000 shillings, all valid for a month. Dial *175# or use the My Airtel app to buy these and more affordable weekly and monthly data bundles on Airtel, the smartphone network.
Oh, Susan, I want to propose to Rose. Yes, and this time I am serious.
Have you guys had sex?
Duh, of course.
And have you had sex without using condoms?
Hey, Nga, you're curious.
I'm more concerned. Are you having sex with other people?
Hey, hello, is this an interview or what?
No, just things you should think about. Do you know Rose's HIV status?
Okay, this is serious. Should I be worried?
It is actually serious. Do you know your HIV status?
I think I am safe. Many times we get into situations that put us at risk of HIV. However, the first step to ending HIV is getting tested and knowing your results.
It's Time Up HIV. Call 0800-211-046 or text 8080 toll-free for more information about how to prevent HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID.
Ni MTN Kabode Super as you pay mpola for this smartphone. Make calls, update your WhatsApp status, watch YouTube, and Google anything under the sun with 2 GB worth of data every month for 7 months. Simply make a small deposit of 99k and pay the balance mpola mpola. You can pay in daily, weekly or even monthly installments while you enjoy your new phone. So what are you doing today? Visit any MTN shop near you and get the MTN Kabode Super easy.
The Corporate Games Season 2022-2023 is here. Don't miss lots of fun and networking. 12 sports disciplines and over 2,000 participants with over 40 corporate companies in one place. This happens every first Sunday of every month. For more information, contact info@corporategamesug.com or visit our website www.corporategamesug.com, or you can call us on 0700-339-048 or 0785-642-953. Don't miss on Sunday, 7th August of 2022 at Chambogo University. The Corporate Games, inspiring corporates through sports.
Get connected today with the My Airtel 4G smartphone and enjoy free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 Uganda shillings. That's free 2 GB for the first month and free 1 GB for the next 11 months at only 250,000 Uganda shillings with free data for 1 whole year worth 86,500 shillings, making the effective price of the 4G phone 163,500 shillings only. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. Thank you for choosing us once again and for staying. On to our business updates this day, the 3rd of August 2022. I was seeing local leaders who are appealing for expedition, construction works and commissioning of the Gulu Logistics Hub. Now, already behind schedule due to COVID-19 disruptions, the hub is designed as a dry port with both rail and truck terminals, containing warehouses, container terminals and general lifting equipment. Dennis Sigowa reports.
The multimodal Gulu Logistics Hub is funded by the Department for International Development and the European Union to a tune of about $29 million.
This logistic hub, I believe that it's going to connect us with the rest of the world, and as well as improving the livelihood of people surrounding this logistic hub. Because very many visitors will be coming here, leave alone employment. It's going to be a source of employment to the locals and international people coming looking for services and actually buying goods to be taken to their various destinations.
Although the facility is expected to be operational by the end of October this year, there are gaps that are likely to cause more delay. This includes the tarmacking of the access road on the western side, high-speed internet connectivity, furniture, office equipment and a fully operational railway line, among others. There is also a component of compensation of the project-affected persons.
The access road is passing through a place that has been agreed, and the process of compensating the landowners started, although it's not fully finished, but it's nearly getting finished, and there is really no problem. Work has started. If you go around, you'll find work ongoing.
So what I want to say that government should also expedite actually compensating the landowners, because leave alone along the road connecting to the major road going to Southern Sudan, most of these people, the landowners, they have not yet been compensated.
The flagship project, sitting on 27 acres of land, is a government and development partners initiative in the trade and transport sector with an objective of spurring growth in northern Uganda and also serve regional markets such as South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Dennis Igoa and Juman Samba for UBC News.
Now, more from the business desk. I was seeing Multichoice Uganda making an estimated $150 million contribution to the national economy and has spurred rapid growth in the film and video entertainment sector. Joanne Semandakiza is the PR and Communications Manager for Multichoice Uganda. She says in order for continuity for good service, basing on the same quality of entertainment, effective September 1st, 2022, Multichoice Uganda will adjust the price of DSTV DSTV and Go TV packages in line with the current market conditions. The move follows the rate of consumer inflation and current economic pressures facing Uganda, as well as a consideration towards the price adjustment.
1st September 2022, we have made some price revisions for our different bouquets. Those revisions are cutting across both DSTV and Go TV, all the way from our Go TV Lite bouquet to our DSTV Premium bouquet. Multichoice Uganda has done everything that we possibly can do to keep these price increases as minimal as possible. DSTV Access is going from 37,000 to 39,000. DSTV Family is going from 55,000 to 59,000. DSTV Compact is going from 89,000 to 95,000. DSTV Compact Plus is going from 142,000 to 150,000. DSTV Premium is going from 239,000 to 255,000. From the Go TV side of things, Go TV Lite will go from 13,000 to 14,000 shillings. Go TV Value from 18,000 to 19,000. Go TV Plus from 29,000 to 31,000. Go TV Max from 42,000 to 45,000. Go TV Super from 55,000 to 58,000. We take our decision to change our prices. They take effect 1st September, and we hold those prices until the next September, when we review what the situation in country is prior to deciding on which direction we'll go with our prices.
Welcome back. Glad you're still watching our Lunchtime News. Now straight into our sports updates away from the business world. Uganda's medal tally at the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games has improved to 2, following a terrific run by Jacob Kiplimo in the 10,000 meters final last evening at Alexandra Stadium. Kiplimo's victory cemented Uganda's dominance in the 10,000 meters at the Commonwealth Games because it sealed a 5th straight title. Others before Kiplimo were won by Boniface Kiprop, Moses Kipsiro and Joshua Cheptegei,